Howdy crew, today I'll be doing unboxing initial thoughts of the Dewalt XR half-inch drill/driver kit, as well as the Dewalt titanium nitrate coated drill set. So let's get to it. Normally when I have my coffee mug out here, I'm always using my Yellowstone coffee mug that my very best friend got me, but it's Christmas season, so I gotta break out the Merry Christmas You Filthy Animal mug, because I got to. It's Christmas season, you gotta have one of the most famous Christmas movie lines ever. Love that line. So let's go open this critter on up. Start off with the 20 volt XR drill/driver kit. Sometimes they make these things so wordy, you gotta memorize a whole bunch sometimes it feels like. But it's just gonna be the battery powered Dewalt drill. And again, for y'all that don't know, Dewalt does have the XR line, so where it is right there, XR. It's just heavier duty. They do have a regular drill/driver kit, but as you all have seen from prior vlogs, the XR series is what I'm going with because it is heavier duty. And they do come with heavier duty batteries as well. They are more expensive, but they are much heavier duty. So, all right, instruction manual, safety stuff. Make sure you read that before doing any of this stuff. Got battery charger kit right there. Gotta have that facing y'all. All right, and clip. Hardly ever use these, but I keep them just in case. And silica. Do not eat. They spelt do not eat D-O space N-O-T-E-A-T. There's no space between the not and eat. Throw away. There's no space between it. I don't know if you all can see it. There's no space. If it is, it's half a space or a quarter of a space. That's funny. All right, back to it. There are two batteries in this kit, smaller one and large one. This one should be 2 amp. I forgot which one was which. Let's see, it says on here. One of them has 50% more power and a 25% smaller pack. Okay, whatever. There's two batteries in here, one smaller than the other. This one's a 2 amp, but 20 volt. This one's 20 volt, but about half the size. I don't know if it's a 1 amp, 1.5 amp. I'll get out in a moment. I'll get out now, why not? So, they look very similar on the box. So, if y'all don't believe me, it looks similar on the box. So I assumed it was just the same battery. On the signs at Lowe's where I got this, it looked like the same battery as well. So, oh well, I wasn't that focused on it. So, smaller battery, a little bit larger battery. Maybe they're the same, maybe they're not. I doubt they are, not looking at it, but it don't matter. And then, of course, the drill/driver. So it looks very similar to the hammer drill, impact drill that was out not too long before. So it's probably a week ago or so y'all saw something very similar. It is not the same. This is a drill/driver. The reason I got this one, you can use the other one for metal, but it's not recommended. Reason being because you're going into that material and it could damage the impact hammer portion of the drill, and that's why I went with this one. And so that is why I went with this one. It's basically, I don't want to be damaging stuff for no reason. And yeah, it has all these settings, which I will read up on because I'm not used to the Dewalt line, but I'm very happy I got them because they're all going to be using almost the same batteries. It's all the same connections for the batteries. That's the reason I have it. So let's go give this a try. Let's see what this one does. Okay, again, probably should read the instructions, but I'm just messing around with it. This one does have several settings for the light. if y'all can see that, but everything's good there. And the settings. Sometimes you push in, sometimes you pull out. I will figure that out. I will read the instructions. As I mentioned, I'm just trying to get this out for y'all, but it does work, so that is good. Let's see if the other battery has any charge to it. It does. All right, so that is the kit. For those of y'all that have not seen any of the other vlogs on the Dewalt tools I've been buying from Lowe's, which I've been buying quite a bit recently. Every time I go to Lowe's, I just pick up something for the corporation, the welding rig. Their bags, I do like their bags. They're malleable. They're not those heavy duty ones where you can't bend it, but it's also not the super thin ones. It has the layer inside that I almost thought it was the cheapo ones, but it turns out it's not, which I'm very happy about. It's not the heaviest duty one on the market, but it's certainly not the flimsiest one on the market. So I am very happy with that. I probably won't write on Sharpie on this. I'll probably just put some duct tape on the sides and write on Sharpie on that, so that way if this ever gives out and I have to get a different one, it's not the same one. Or if I'm trying to put some things in certain bags and move them around, it's not Sharpie on the bag itself. I always have duct tape on the sides and it'll say what's in the bag. So yeah, I'm very happy about that. Let's set that there, and I'll go ahead and open up this critter. These are always fun to try and bust into, see if there's any edges that are already broken, and no, that's fine. So the reason I got this one, you all did see last time that I got some bits, but that was for the hammer drill, which I'll be using for concrete masonry drilling. So I bought bits that are for concrete masonry work. This, of course, this drill, I bought it for the purpose of drilling into metal. So this time I bought some metal bits. The only other metal bits that I have for the corporation that aren't for personal use are the bigger ones that are going to go with the Hogan magnetic mount drill. But that is obviously a lot bigger, and this is for if there's a customer that calls out, there's a weld that's cracked and they need it fixed. Well, obviously you need to drill out the ends of the crack. If you don't know what that is, you need to study up on it. You drill out the ends of the crack with your drill. Make sure you get the very end of the crack, and you drill that out, and then you just either you can air carbon arc it out, you can grind out the crack, you can do whatever you want to get it out. You can cut it out if you want. It depends on the application. You can't use all those most of the time, but it depends on what the application is, and then you re-weld it. But you got to drill out the ends, because if you don't drill out the ends, those cracks will, the ends of the crack will still be there, and it will continue to crack out. So that is why it is very important to have drills and drill bits that can cut metal. So this is the drill bit set, and let's see, how's this one going to close? There we go. All right. So it's a nice little compact case. I'll just keep it in here with all the stuff so that way it's not going anywhere. But it's a nice heavy duty case. I like the heavy duty cases that they have. I do like how heavy duty this plastic case feels. It doesn't feel like the cheapo ones. If you all remember any of the more original plastic ones that were coming out, they eventually cracked, even if they weren't under a lot of sunlight, a lot of heat. They just wore out very quickly. A lot of the thin plastic ones that just folded out, I can't stand those, even though I have them. I'm not going to get rid of them because I already have them. But the ones I really like are the old metal ones. I really enjoy having my drill bits in the old metal cases, the ones that flip out or fold out. And those really hold up well, but I do like the feel of this one, so I'm happy with this. I wasn't sure what it would feel like because it was in the little plastic case, and obviously that feels flimsy. But this, I do like the feel of it. It looks good. It doesn't look like it has any severely vulnerable spots. It does give a little bit when you pull on it, but I'm planning not to intentionally pull on it all the time. So yeah, it looks pretty good. Just that part. I think that could have been done a little bit better, the little flip up part, because when you're trying to get going, you want to be finding little taps. That's the only complaint I have about it, but it's not necessarily a real complaint. It does have, for screwing in, you have your Allen, not even Allen heads, your hex heads, your square heads, and you got some Phillips bits, but no regular ones. So anywho's, that is it for the unboxing for today. Everything looks great. I will figure out the settings for this one. It has a bunch of different settings I forgot for this one. I looked it up before, but I forgot how this one operated. Go back and forth, but I will figure it out. There it is. Alright, so I just wasn't pushing and pulling the right spot. I thought it was further out, but I'll figure out the different numbers, if it indicates speed, all that stuff, torque, whatnot. I have not used this before, so I'm excited to learn about it and to use it, especially with these bits out in the field, drilling out cracks from other welds and fixing those and making money. So anyways, that is it for the unboxing of the Dewalt XR 1/2 inch driver / drill set, going out with multiple batteries, as well as the Dewalt titanium nitrate coated drill bit set, which is this. So hope y'all enjoy. Be doing a lot of work with these hopefully very soon, and I'll see y'all in those vlogs.